Hey guys! So you might have seen our videos on our all Disney official princesses bad role models, which we split into two parts. Part one on Snow White, Cinderella, Aurora, Ariel, Belle, and Jasmine, and part two is on Pocahontas, Mulan, Tiana, Rapunzel, Merida, and Moana. If you haven't watched them, then check it out right now. When we recorded this debate, the total footage added up to just under 3 hours. And the part one and part two videos only add up to just under 50 minutes of footage. So we've decided to release a separate video for each of the princesses to show you all our points for each princess. So we aren't missing anything out. Hope you guys enjoy it. For this video, the princess we'll be focusing on is Cinderella.
Okay, so what we learned from the classic, when she was 10, she was raised by her father. He got married to Lady Tremaine, who also had two daughters of her own. A few days later, he died. Cinderella, at 10, was raised by an evil stepmother, like abused, not physically, but like psychologically. And all that time, she was 19, so like 9 or 10 years later. And all that time, she never had the thought of running away from her abusive stepmother.
And again, I feel like that is because we live in a different society now. I feel like running away in that time, it would have been really difficult. It wouldn't have been easy at all. But now we can actually call up people and we can say there's an issue, But
No,
in
but
that
And
time,
even then, it's still not easy to like speak up about like what's happening at home and finding the right help to get you out of that situation.
What does that say to kids? Like, if you get hurt by a family member, you should not talk about it. That's the message I'm kind of getting. Cinderella could have like stood up for herself, but she didn't. Instead, she was her maid and made friends with little tiny mice and made clothes for them, sparing her time.
Yeah, I agree, and I think that's a very fair point. But I can't say that there's anything positive in that at all, because it is true. She should have spoken up, but it wouldn't have been easy. If I was in her shoes, I don't know if I would have been able to, because if she maybe spoke up, maybe she'd be punished, maybe she'd be kicked out, and there'd be nothing, because she literally had nothing. She was so young, and then to go through that from such a young age, and then you get used to it. I'm not saying getting used to it is a good thing, but during time, like with time, you just you just accept it. But I have to say that her hard work and stuff, it actually paid off, because we see that her evil stepmother and her stepsisters end up with nothing. But with all the hard work she put in, even though she didn't want to do it, she still got her happily ever after, which she deserved.
And what else annoys me? So when her fairy godmother came to get her to the ball, solve all her problems, but like help her out. Just thinking, where was she during the time when her father died and all the troubles began? She could have helped that young Cinderella instead of like waiting over 10 years, then pop along.
But that shows that the fairy godmother is a bad role model, not that Cinderella's a bad role model, because that's out of Cinderella's hand. She can't say for the fairy godmother to come right now.
When she
that's up to her. Yeah, but I have to say, I think that there's a lot of things that we can actually learn from Cinderella. I have to say, on the whole, I couldn't think of like really any bad role model points, even though the one that you did bring up was actually quite valid. So even though she was given task after task, she accepted it. She just got on with it, and she always stayed positive. She didn't really cry or anything. She just moved on. No, and I think that can just show that sometimes we just need to remember that we should stay positive, even though we might not like what's happening. Stuff happens for a reason, and we can learn from it. Or maybe we shouldn't bow down and accept it. We should say, I'm sorry, I don't really enjoy what I'm doing right at the moment. I'm not happy. I honestly think that she was actually looking for the goodness in them. She still thought that one day they would actually act like her family. I don't think she ever saw them, you know, she always treated them with respect and everything. I think she still saw and thought that, you know, they'd turn around and they'd, you know, come around and respect her. And
But
that
would you
is
still,
naive, but, you know, I
yeah,
mean,
but would you
it's
still do
positive
that?
attitude.
Someone you know who does treat people badly, would you still like show them a bit of respect?
Yeah.
Because if you're respecting them, like if they're hurting you or using you, but you accept that and you respected them, you're giving them power. You're giving them more power to overthrown your will, breaking you. That's what she's doing. She's not just trying to see goodness in them. She's giving them more power in like more controlling her. Like if I pick on you during school and you did nothing, you accepted that would just mean you're gonna let me continue doing that to you, no matter how long. That just showcase not just no matter how bad things get, just accept it. It's life, but like you can make a change. And I guess
And
she still did make the change, but she could have still tried to do it for herself, if you know what I mean, at that time before the ball.
I think it's just coming back to Ellie's point that it's hard. It's not easy to say, you know, this is not right. And the circumstances she were in, I just don't think if she was to go, you know, I'm not happy with this, and then if she was to run away, what would have happened to her? Would she have found somewhere else to go? Would she have just been sleeping on the road? Or like what would have happened? Like it's that uncertainty, you know. And I think that
At least there
the
she had
present,
a roof over her head, food.
But Snow White ran away from her evil stepmother,
But she didn't have a
and
choice. She
well,
got kicked out and was going to be killed, and that's why she was sent off into the forest. If she hadn't ran away, then she would have
I
been
think
killed
for
at least.
Cinderella, what luck can she have to go off and like maybe become a maid in a better home?
I
What's the
think in those
chances of
days
that not happening?
maids were probably always treated badly though. I
Yeah,
think.
that was
Well, it depends on which household.
I think the majority could be
most
said.
households
Yeah.
would have been treated them
It
as
seemed
if
like
they
she
were
lived in a
underneath them.
very wealthy area as well. And
Mhm.
yeah. I understand your point. And, you know, I just saying that, you know, if anybody's going through issues like that, you know, you should speak out or you should ask for someone's help. And it's not easy, but it is a step in the right direction. But I think even though there are those points that you've made to say that she's a bad role model, I think there's still a lot that she teaches us, that hard work pays off, that, you know, we should stay positive. And one thing actually I didn't even think about really was that, you know, she didn't actually go to the ball to see the prince. She went to the ball because she wanted, you know, she wanted something new. She wanted to experience something else. She wanted to get out. You know, she wanted to explore. So I guess that even shows that, you know, we should take a break when we want to. You know, when we're ready and when we feel like we're really stressed, we're really down, you know, take a break. And, you know, she actually says this as well. If you keep on believing, the dream that you wish will come true. I thought that's really important as well. Like, you know, it's not always gonna happen, you know, but it's always,
If
you
you
know,
work
staying
hard enough,
positive. Yeah. And I
stay
think
positive.
that's really what makes Tiana a good role model. But you know, we'll come to that later, you know. But yeah, honestly, she earned all of that stuff that she did, all that hard work, her positive attitude. Like, you know, she deserved it because she was kind. And she still respected them and she still
Good
saw the
comes
goodness
to
in them.
those who wait.
Yeah.
We hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give this video a like, thumbs up, comment, subscription, everything. Don't forget to subscribe, hit the notification bell to stay up to date with our content, and make sure to share our Disney debate videos to any Disney fans you know of. Please leave us a comment below to let us know what other Disney debates you would like to see or if there's any other specific Disney content you'd like us to do. Till next time, bye from all of us at the Debate Hut. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.